Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited because I'm back in Singapore and this familiar background. Yeah, we're back in action again on ENJINSTARTER Saloon, and I can't wait to have our next guest, the RaceFi CEO John Lee, who's coming on to the show to share with us the great things that his team are doing with RaceFi. And of course, this is our first live stream right here from Singapore. I think for the first time since October. Yeah, so we have taken the show on the road for the past 1 month and been attending so many exciting events such as NFT NYC and also the Central Miami 2021. It was a great adventure in New York City and Miami. So are you ready for ENJINSTARTER Saloon right here in Singapore today? We are streaming live from Singapore for the first time in a long time. So if you really don't want to miss this special episode, which is our AMA session with the CEO of RaceFi, let's bring him on to the virtual podcasting stage. How are you, my friend?
Hi, Gwen. How are you?
I'm great. A little bit jet lag. Haven't taken my afternoon nap yet. I just landed sometime early this morning, and the moment when I landed in Changi Airport, right?
Long trip, right?
Right. It was a long day, and I'm sure you have the same. And I understand that you have another meeting to run off, to rush off to after this. So let's keep this short and pithy, and maybe go straight to the questions. Yeah, because we have prepared some great questions for you. And I think for a start, right, just give our audience some context of who you are, and perhaps give us a introduction of yourself.
Okay. Hi, everyone in ENJINSTARTER community. It's glad to see you today. My name is John. I'm CEO of RaceFi, which is a first car racing game on Solana ecosystem. My background is electronic and telecommunication engineer. I've been doing my study and research in several countries such as Japan, France, and Australia. And now I'm settled in Australia. With 8 years experience of working in blockchain and gaming, RaceFi team and I will build an amazing metaverse that brings a lot of interesting features and potential economic benefit for the community.
Fantastic. I love your introduction. It's short but straight to the point. Mr. John, can you maybe give us an overview of the project for RaceFi so that our community members can have a really clear view of what you guys are coming up with next?
Sure. It's my pleasure to share with you about RaceFi project. Until now, RaceFi is the first AI and machine learning integrated car racing game on Solana ecosystem. RaceFi includes own hot trend of blockchain gaming nowadays, such as play to earn, NFT, and metaverse. Players and participants can own NFT property such as car, racing track, land, gas station. And when players participate in the race, they will get the reward, the valuable reward. Participants can also be the member of council of player, and they can make a decision on how the game will be run in the future by voting. We can say that RaceFi is the game that has many different modes and that create unlimited earning opportunity for all players. Let me introduce a little bit two main features in RaceFi. We call it pure race and bad race because it's the car racing game. First, pure race have a two game mode, PvP and PvE. In PvE mode, the player will directly control the car to race in limited time. And whereas in PvP mode, the player will customize racing strategies depending on the information of their car, the map, the weather condition, and then the AI system will use the appropriate algorithm to perform the race and return the result to the player. And in terms of battery, the player must upgrade their car with a battery feature, so as gun and shield, and there is no limited time in battery. The player have to fight each other and until they only one winner.
This is fantastic. I'm looking at your website while you walk us through the two main game features. You mentioned about pure race and better race. So the first thing that comes to mind is, we know that, F1 is coming to Vietnam, right? So are you inspired by F1 when it comes to actually deciding on the vision and so the direction of how your play to earn game will go forward to?
Yep, it's our game is inspired by F1, but in Hanoi we plan to launch the race F1 on May, but unfortunately, COVID-19 we have stopped, and our team want to do something to invite all players on the world to Metaverse RaceFi. And as you know, Metaverse is becoming increasingly popular due to the advance in blockchain gaming nowadays. And RaceFi team has been recognizing trend and started project around 6 months ago. We understand that players both want to interact and control their game asset when they are playing. They also want to communicate with each other in the game, and RaceFi will be a complete rate-to-earn ecosystem, and we will work hard to satisfy community expectation. For example, we have the showroom where players can experience and control their car in a 3D mode by using the virtual reality devices. RaceFi will have a marketplace where people can exchange their NFT asset. We also have console player where player can make the decision about the game. RaceFi is also a play-to-earn model. Nowadays, with the help of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, play-to-earn models are more secure and reliable, successful for all players in the world. In addition, Solana now is the fastest platform blockchain with a low transaction fee compared to another, and which is very suitable for the gaming. That's why we build RaceFi on Solana ecosystem. Yeah. For our vision, it's short term. We will focus to build complete pure and battery game mode to launch in quarter 1 of 2022. And after we will cooperate with other parties for advertising and betting. In long term, we will build virtual reality feature for players to interact directly with their car in RaceFi platform. And we will also cooperate with other games on the market to bring their NFT in other game and vice versa. That is our vision.
Fantastic vision, and I think it's very clear. It's also great that you are sharing the meaning behind your team's vision, because we know that metaverse, right, has become the buzzword. Even though 2021, the word of the year is NFT, but we all know that the word of the year, it could be metaverse in 2022. So your project, right, RaceFi, is built as a metaverse. So it's great that you already showed and explained to us how the meaning behind your team's vision behind the metaverse is all about. And I just want to point out that we are all aware that there's a lot of hype around the metaverse these days, and it's not just become the buzzword, right? If the word of 2021 is NFT, then metaverse will definitely be in contention for word of the year for metaverse. So we ask you about your vision for the metaverse, because we want to let you provide a perspective, right, of maybe like someone who might be tuning in live to this AMA session right now, who maybe lives a comfortable life in, say, like New York City, and perhaps they are young and healthy. They probably are going to choose to live, physically in New York City, for example. Even I would want to move to the Big Apple someday. But if someone offers you the life of an avatar, for example, you're just not going to use it very much. But on the other hand, if you actually live in a rural location with like very little social contact, or if you are disabled, or you live in an authoritarian environment where you don't really feel free to speak, then the avatar can become your primary identity, right? Hence, you're creating all sorts of great, racing characters and, of course, digital assets to actually live in this metaverse. And, we have all jumped on a bandwagon of what everyone in this space could do, but some of us haven't, stopped to ask if we could do it and if people actually want it. So there are definitely many implications of this metaverse future that I think tech companies, including RaceFi, are trying to build. And you provide a very balanced view of all the pros and cons and your perspective of the metaverse. So my next question for you is, can you maybe explain more about the play to earn part in the RaceFi game?
Yep. Thanks. That is a great question. Not only for the player in the game, but also on a participant in the game. As I mentioned before, RaceFi will be an ecosystem, and there are many different participants, but all of you will get benefit in many ways. Firstly, you can earn benefit when you own the car. There are many car classes, and all of them have two property, rarity, and in-game attribute. The rarity depends on the model, the color of the car, and its number when they are released. The in-game attribute depend on their class, the upgrade item of the car, for example, tire, car skin. And when you trade the car, all the upgrade item will go with the car. The second benefit can come from the garage. If you own a garage, you can get benefit because on a racer, they must bring the car to the garage to maintain after the race. Another one is resources. Is gas station. If you own the gas station, you can be designed as a baron in the game, and gas station is a rare asset in the game. And the player want to enter the race, they must stop at the gas station and buy the petrol with the token. Yeah. Moreover, the race track land is one of the most valuable item in the race. We, the car only race on the designated track land, and so if you own the race track land, you can earn the race fee each time the race happen. The last but not least, it's very similar to the real world. You can own from the billboard land, which is used to run advertisement in the race. You can build a billboard land. You can buy billboard land from the marketplace, and you can place your own advertisement. Or if you don't have the advertisement, you can rent out for another. So you can have another profit, make another profit when participating in race, such as you can do betting, trading NFT, and get a reward. So in brief, you see, RaceFi allow the player to earn money in different way and when they enjoy the game.
This is brilliant, and I really love the idea of having a billboard land that allows users to even advertise to users during the game, right? It's really like, flipping the table on other media companies or tech companies like Facebook, right? Who used to actually, take our data and then sell advertisement spots to advertisers and making, revenue at the expense of the users. So this is another way, where actually the users are able to play to earn. And I really love these ideas. And, we are running also a ongoing AMA viewership contest where our viewers can watch and win 100 BUSD worth of RaceFi. So many are tuning in right now and also submitting their questions over Facebook or Twitter. So I'm going to choose 3 questions that will be, announced as our winners during this live show. I think the first winner has to be Mark Sarden because he came up with this great question for you. And perhaps you could help Mark answer his question about, do you plan to partner with real-world racing teams to advertise the game? I think Mark has really been paying attention because we are just talking about billboard land and advertisement. This question is relating to advertisement. So over to you, my friend.
That idea that is already an our idea, but for this time we focus to build the game, the two main features of the game first, and we launch the game, and after that we will cooperate with the racing team to advertise more about. We need to launch the game first.
Yes, step by step, like how do you eat an elephant? piece by piece. So, once you develop a game, these are all possibilities, right? And who knows, maybe one day one of the F1 teams will also be participating. So I think we're definitely eager to see what's coming up next. Let's move on to other questions that we have prepared for you. You've already explained, about the play to earn part in the game. So can you maybe tell us about the market pie that you're trying to conquer, like your competitors and maybe your SWOT analysis for your offerings?
Okay. Until now, RaceFi had great advantage because, as you know, we are the first car racing game on Saloon platform, have no competitor and the platform. And this is the fastest blockchain platform and lowest fee transaction compared to other. So it's suitable for game development. So you see, we have the strong capacity to develop the RaceFi. Another is the main problem of any game at this time is attract new user and maintain current user. So to attract new player, we will use new technology for RaceFi, such as AI and machine learning application. And in addition, we build a virtual reality feature, like we offer the 3D showroom to show the car in RaceFi platform and allow player to interact directly with the car. And I mentioned before, we will spread the wider market and cooperate with other games in the market to bring the NFT to our game and vice versa. So RaceFi also provide various tracking profit method. User can earn asset advertising. You can hosting the race, trading the car, betting, etc. So you can see our model strategy is due to systematically and sustainability for our user community. Therefore, we believe that RaceFi can attract and maintain a large number of users. And we also confident with our many year experience in gaming. We believe that we can develop RaceFi as a unicorn gaming project.
This is all really exciting. I think just like Mark Sutton has mentioned, right, we're all super hyped for RaceFi. And our CEO of ENJINSTARTER, Prakash, has also chimed in with his comment. We should get retired race drivers to be key opinion leaders and to manage racing guilds. Do you think that is a great idea? And do you think it is something that you have, in your plans, in your roadmap in the future?
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll, be excited, if we can bring in some of these ex-race drivers to help promote your game as well. Who better than someone like, I don't know, there's so many retired F1 drivers, right? Probably they're available and we should hit them up after this program, yeah? Okay, regarding the AMA viewership contest, we have another question and another winner. It's regarding the future. Maybe you could stare at your crystal ball and tell us, in the future, can we rent out the cars to other players and earn passive income through income sharing? This is a question by Gerald Solomon from Facebook, who is watching this on Facebook. And he's our second winner for our AMA live viewership contest. So over to you, John. What's your answer for this question about the future?
Own NFT asset like a car or racetrack or land. You can rent out to get a passive income in the future.
Fantastic. Thanks for clarifying that. Let's move on. Maybe tell us about tokenomics. I think this is the segment where everyone is super interested, especially about your token utility as well. Please tell us more.
Thanks. It's good. Let me explain two types of token we have in RaceFi. The first one we call is the R-Coin. And this one is in-game token and used to buy the item like gasoline, renting property, and operating the car. Player can own a coin when they winning the race. You can see in the tokenomic in white paper. Player can own a coin when they winning the car betting in the race. Another token is RaceFi token, and this is the governance token and the currency in the RaceFi game. And this token can be used to trade NFT asset, get reward for staking, and buy RaceFi track lane. And in addition, RaceFi token can be used for to voting in DAO system. As I mentioned, it the player of house the culture player, and we also use RaceFi for airdrop event. And both of the token can be traded on exchange. And you can see in our tokenomic, the RaceFi has a total supply of 200 million token, and our token is Solana in Solana's platform. And our token had been audited by Armor Lab, and they are leading firm in blockchain security and has successfully audited many other products. Yep.
Thanks for answering the question and sharing your token utility as well. And we want to know, which is the benefits of actually holding RaceFi token. What exactly are the benefits of holding them at an early stage? And in order to participate in the public sale round, what members need to prepare?
Sure. Let's talk the benefit of RaceFi holder first. The RaceFi can be used to trade NFT asset in the marketplace. So you can get the reward at special event, and RaceFi holder will get the early access to the platform and to be invited to test a new feature of the game. So for the first NFT release, maybe in next 2 weeks, you should hold some RaceFi to be the first NFT in sale. And RaceFi holder can make a decision on how the game will be operated. As I mentioned before, in the culture player, RaceFi work as a DAO system, and it allows the holder to make a decision about the game. It allows player to give feedback to the developer team, and they can say how the game can be operated in the future. And the influencer, if the vote depend on the number of tokens you hold, and you can follow our channel to get more information. Now we already closed raising fund for the VC, and RaceFi now moving to next step. We come back with the question how to participate in the public sale round. We will do IDO in 2 long parts: Solraiser and ENJINSTARTER. The Solraiser is scheduled to take part tomorrow, and the ENJINSTARTER is in 9th of December. Both long parts need KYC, and make sure you have done KYC with your wallet before you entering the IDO. And in the public round, we intend to raise 500,000, and you can get more information about the IDO on the website of our Launchpad, and you can follow our channel to get information. Thank you.
Fantastic. This actually is a good way to segue to our announcement of our third winner for our AMA viewership contest, and his name is Tufan Kayalap. Basically asked a question that basically follow-ups on your announcement about your upcoming IDO on ENJINSTARTER. There are a lot of launchpad out there. Why do you prefer ENJINSTARTER?
Oh yeah, our team have do research on ENJINSTARTER, and we have many recommend from our advisor and the backer, and we know that ENJINSTARTER is a dynamic launchpad, and you have support our project. That's why we decide to launch an ENJINSTARTER, and very proud to cooperate with you.
Fantastic, and it's an honor and privilege, and we are super happy to be collaborating with you guys as well. So we know that you're rushing for another meeting, so we won't be doing our speed round this time. But I just want to thank you so much for coming on to this program, and sharing, your fantastic walkthrough of RaceFi. I think your future roadmap for RaceFi as well. So a big thank you for your valuable inputs and providing your expert insights and contributing to this lively AMA discussions during this live taping. So we would like to mention that this podcast and special AMA episode is presented by Engine Starter. And we are excited to have you guys join us next time on Engine Starter Saloon. Find out more about Engine Starter, as well as RaceFi's IDO, coming right up by our website, www.enjinstarter.com. Until then, we hope you guys have a fantastic evening. So we'll see you very soon,
Yeah.
Goodbye, John.
Thank you. I'm very appreciate the question of community, and thank you a lot. We'll
see you very soon. Please take care of yourself over there. Take care of everyone,
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
Yes.